Hello and a very warm welcome to my channel. My name is Esther from Gather and Create, and today is my absolute privilege to be taking part in the Craft Collabs video hop using Sweet and Sassy Stamps. So much fun. I hadn't seen them before, and I'm really glad that this has made me discover them. And the files I'm using are from You and Me. So it's this really cute peanut butter and jelly. We don't really have that here in the UK, but my son, we are frequent visitors to the States. We love to holiday there, and he does love some peanut butter and jelly, or peanut butter and jam as we would call it. And I've actually cut mine out on the Cricut. This is my end result, and I used alcohol pens to colour it in, and I've added a little bit of glossy accents because I think it's really cute the way this catches the light like that. It's very fun to colour in. You do not have to have a Cricut. I'm not going to go into in-depth how I did it on the Cricut, but it's basically print and cut feature, because I realise not everybody has one, and you definitely don't need one to do this. But if, like me, you have some dexterity issues, my hands are quite painful with arthritis these days. Using my scissors isn't always comfortable, especially this time of year. They do play up, so to have the alternative to have it all cut out for me is perfect. And I've chosen an anniversary one because actually this is my anniversary month. On the 3rd of January my husband and I celebrated 16 years of marriage, so I thought this was an appropriate one, and I feel like we do go together like peanut butter and jelly. So without further ado, let's make this card. Just talk you through the layers. So this is how it, if you were just to print and cut, that's how it would come out, and perfectly lovely as that is. But then I went ahead and cut it, so actually without using the peanut butter and jelly sentiment, I've cut the whole thing out to the same size, and then I just went ahead and cut just a black layer as my mat. And the sizes, so this as it is 4 3/4, and then this is 4 1/4 by 4, and I've made a card base of 5 by 5. So I've used a few, I don't need that one, I've used a few alcohol pens. Just use what you have really around, and as long as it kind of works for the image. I've got a mixture of some Stampin' Up and some Prism markers. They're all alcohol pens, and I had a little bit of fun trying to get the peanut butter colour right, and I just threw a lot of colour on it until I thought it was a suitable colour. I even got my jar of peanut butter out just to get me some inspiration. So yeah, I ended up with the red lid and the kind of orangey. I guess it depends on your peanut butter. There's all sorts of peanut butters around, aren't there? Here we have like smooth and crunchy and whole nut and all different things. Anyway, enough about peanut butter. Let's get some fun colouring done. I don't want this to be a stress, it is just fun. I'm not really, I mean, I've been a paper crafter for 20 plus years, but I'm not an artist, but I kind of love to do a bit of colouring. So I'm just using a grey. I'm going to add everything that I'm using. I'm going to pop a link in the description below, and also everybody else that is hopping, please do go and check them out. Some amazing talent there. So I've just added a grey for the jelly lid, and then I'm going to go in with, this is a Prism marker, and I'm just going to go in, so this is the lighter pink. I'm going to say this is raspberry jam, as we call it, because raspberry is my fave. Especially on the all British scone for cream tea. So I've just literally thrown that colour down, and I'm going to go back over it with a darker pink, the one that it comes in the same pack. So all I'm literally doing is I'm going to go around these edges. I love the lines that it's drawn because it makes it super easy for colouring. I'm just going to go over it. And then I'm going to bring back in the lighter one that we started with for a second. And just go over that and they will blend. That takes that sort of harsh line away. And your alcohol will evaporate on these pens, so you will find that this goes a little bit lighter than when you initially lay the colour down. So I've just added a little bit more depth there as this kind of a shadow effect. So I've used greys and pinks for now, and I'm going to use this gorgeous green to make my label. It was a nice fun fresh colour. Coming sort of out of all the Christmas colours. I love Christmas, but it's then also nice to sort of start thinking about spring colours, isn't it? My husband's parents are also celebrating their wedding anniversary this month, but I don't think they'd quite get this. It's oh, I can't remember how many years now. 60 something maybe. They're 80 anyway, so no, probably 50 something. Can't remember. I should remember, but I need to make them a card. So that's the jar of jelly essentially done. Now I'm going to move on to the peanut butter. So again, I'm going to start with the lighter colour. I'm going to do the lid in this nice red. And then I'm going to go over. You've got, generally speaking, you've got two ends to alcohol pens. And I'm just going to go around those edges again, like we did before. And then I'm going to take this colour. What's this? This is Stampin' Up! Calypso Coral. Make that my label. I'll go with the chisely end, brush end. Something very fun about colouring, isn't there? Who else likes to colour? Or maybe you're scared of colouring. Please don't be. Have fun with it. Like an artist would probably say it's not perfect, but I like doing it. That's the main thing, isn't it? So my jar, my peanut butter, sorry, is a whole mix of colours. I literally threw everything at it, as I said before, until I was kind of happy with a peanut butter-ish colour. So I'm going to go in with, what's this, dark crumb cake. See how you can lay that on top. Trick is to remember so you can do your peanut butter layer in your sandwich. And then, see how technical I am. Then let's put some yellow in that. And I'm happy enough with that as peanut butter. What do you think? Let me just go around this lid a tiny bit more. So let's do the sandwich. What have I got? I've got ivory, Stampin' Up! Ivory. Come on, bread. Is it a white bread only kind of thing for peanut butter and jelly? You'll have to tell me. like, for some things it has to be white bread, right? So just do your bread. I don't like long videos, so I'm not particularly taking my time, but I am hoping you get the idea. It's not that I don't like making long videos, I'm just conscious of people who don't necessarily want to watch a long video. I could sit here for hours, but you kind of might not want to listen to that. So I'm going to go in with the dark crumb cake. The same concept as before. I'm going to go around these amazingly print lines. They are so useful. I'm not trying to do a straight line in case you think I really have lost it. Just wibbling. All the way around. You're just adding that sort of realism, that depth to it. You want something to pop out of the card. What have I got here? What colour am I using would help if I was telling you. My glasses are on, but still I can't see it. Light crumb cake. My husband said to me the other day, "You are the messiest crafter I know." I'm thinking, do you know what, mate? We are all messy. We just like all of our ideas lying out on the table. I'm not even that messy. Like, I do tidy up. I'm in the dining room, so I don't get to just have craft space that I can close the door on. I have no choice but to tidy. Okay, do you see how that's really adding some depth now? Sandwich is looking yummy, but it does need some filling. But let's go back in with my trusty peanut butter technique, which is a bit crazy. So I would say, if you see a project that needs certain colours, have a play with what you already have, alcohol pen wise. See if you can mix it to get what you need. What did I have next? Did I use the brown? I think I used this, didn't I? Wasn't paying attention to my own thing. I know I need to finish with yellow. I'm not bothered with the fact that I've gone over those lines. I can see that I've gone over the lines. Now to add my jelly, sorry. This is such a cute colour. Those two together are making me happy. But I'm also now wanting some peanut butter. Right, let's add the darker colour again. Back over with the lighter colour. Oops, not the choose a length, that's not going to be precise enough. Okay, what do you think? So this is my original, this was what we're aiming for. It's pretty similar, right? So let's pop this card together. It comes together really easily. So I just need to grab my layers. Let's add, this always happens to me. I have everything laid out and then suddenly it's not there. Okay, I want to add my coloured one using foam pads. I usually like to put a decent amount on. Actually, if you're mailing something, you don't want to have something arrive squished. Don't know what your mailing rules are elsewhere in the world, but ours is by thickness, but this one just about manages to get through on a standard post stamp. So let's add that to my black mat. You can't quite see there, this is the issue. My first one went on wonky. There you go. And then I'm going to stick it to the first one. Line that up. Add some more tape. Add it to our red mat. Oops, straight, preferably. There we go, and now onto the card. Like so. Just make sure I'm as straight as I personally can manage. Okay, so now we just have a couple more things to do. I want to add my anniversary sentiment to the inside of the card. Which one, right way around? That can go in there. And then I want to add some of my trusty glossy accents. Just help to catch the light. I rather like it. Oops. Always test it before. Don't just go straight in. Just around the edges, same kind of concept as leaving those edges dark. Just for shadowy types of effect. I'm going to do his little eyes and mouth. I'm sure you'd actually want something smiling at you if you're about to eat it, but hey, it's cute, right? Just a little bit there for that jelly, which is all sugary and shiny. I think that is probably enough for that. And it's done. How quick and cute was that? It's my one we just made, and that's my one I made earlier. Obviously the glossy accents needs to dry on that, so that's what it looks like. I do hope you check out the Sweet and Sassy GT stamps, see which ones you like. They're so cute. You buy them and you download them straight away. There is no waiting for them to get delivered, which I love. Straight away you can be printing out and crafting. And do check out all of the other super talented people who are taking part in this video hop. So thanks so much for stopping by my channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.